Yeah, it has really been long since I last created a video about working in Vietnam. Yeah, so today I thought I should record a video and upload a video about working in Vietnam. I'm in my kitchen here, my simple kitchen here. That's my living room. My bedroom is here. This door, this is an exit door to my balcony, but it's night, so you won't see it right now. But I think I should make a video about my apartment so that you can see what you expect. I've made several videos about Vietnam. That's why I paused making videos about Vietnam, because I don't want my content to be repetitive. I always want to give you fresh content. So I paused a bit to answer your questions. So now today I'm here to answer most of the questions that have been sent to me, but also most importantly, I want to tell you the things that you should be aware of before coming to Vietnam to work here. My name is Sean Benefits. I teach English in Vietnam. I've been here for close to 4 years now. It's 2022 and I'm counting my 4th year in Vietnam. So I think I'm in a better position to give you some of the some ideas and tell you some of the things that you should expect and what you shouldn't expect in Vietnam. Now, the first thing is entering Vietnam and getting a job. But the most important thing is coming to Vietnam. So Vietnam doesn't have a lot of embassies in most of the countries. That's why most of the visas were a visa on arrival that you can get at most of the border points, the entry points in Hanoi, in Saigon. You can get the stamp there, and most of the airports, the international airports in Vietnam. But the most known ones are the Noi Bai airport in Hanoi and then the airport in Ho Chi Minh. But before even getting to that point, you should have an employer, or you should have a visa agent. I told you this before, but I'm going to tell you again that Vietnam, when it comes to the immigration process or the visa procedure, it's not like other countries where you see that everything is done on the official website. Most of the visa processes, mostly for countries that don't get the newly introduced e-visa, it is done through agents, and those visa agents can be found when you search on Google. You get the website there, the Vietnamese visa websites and what, and then you can also get them in the Facebook groups. Some of the groups that I posted here, you can search on Google Maps will give you the most trusted one. You find them with 5 stars, 4 stars, like plus, and you get their website, the official website, and their contacts that you can talk to them through WhatsApp and email, so that excuse me, and so that you don't get scammed by people that don't have official sites and cannot be found anywhere. Now, but before coming to Vietnam, there's something you have to learn. This is about jobs. A lot of people have been emailing me asking me what else can I do in Vietnam apart from teaching English. Now I want to tell you that like 80% or even more than that of people that come to Vietnam come to teach English, because that's where the market is for foreigners, those that come from English speaking countries, and those that maybe you're not a native speaker but you're a qualified English teacher. The market is available, the jobs are available on the ground. The other things that you can do in the tech industry, because the Vietnamese tech industry is booming, the manufacturing industry and the rest of the stuff, but you must be highly qualified to compete against locals, because for the rest of the stuff they will be prioritizing locals against you, because of course locals need jobs. There are experts here that are locals, they speak the language here. So what you have that you can really share and is unique or unique to them, or something that you really have that is different, is the language, and that's English. So that's why you see that the ESL industry is booming, because people really want to learn that language, the English language. So I think I've answered that question well. It's going to be difficult for you to find another job if it's not teaching English, because of the competition. You're going to be competing against locals in any other sector apart from a language sector. So the other thing, the questions that you've been asking me is about TEFL. Yes, I've gotten questions about TEFL. Like, people always ask me about IELTS and then TEFL or TESOL, if they accept IELTS or TEFL. So I want to break this down for you quickly. If you are going to study abroad, you asked to have that IELTS, to do the IELTS exams and get the qualifications. But if you are going to teach, it's about TEFL or TESOL, whatever it is. Okay, teaching English to speakers of other languages, that is TESOL, or teaching English as a foreign language, TEFL. So there's a difference between that. You have your IELTS, but again, the IELTS course teaches you to speak English, to learn the basics, to understand English and everything. But the TESOL course teaches you to teach English to speakers of other languages, to foreigners, to people that haven't been speaking English, to people that English is not their first language. So that's the difference. So it's not the same thing. Now, when it comes to TESOL, there are specific hours that they always require, but anything above 120 hours is okay. And you are not going to understand this unless you attend the TESOL course or the TEFL course. So there are some questions that really can't be answered until you attend the course yourself, because even if I give you a picture of what you really won't understand that. So there are several online teaching TESOL academies. There are also physical academies in Vietnam, but it's better you get a physical academy in your country if there is, or you can do it online and come here with it. Now, that's another question that people have been asking me. The other question is, what are the actual requirements to come and work in Vietnam? You must have a degree or a related, a degree in English or a related subject. For example, a degree in education, a degree in science, a degree in any related subject, or at least a degree. And then you must have experience. Right now, they ask for 3 years experience, and there should be proof. Your company will write for your recommendation and other stuff. They'll ask you to take it to the immigration, to the Vietnamese embassy and translate it, and they validate it. So it should have proof. The other thing is, you must have a passport. You must have a background check, a police check. But that one, you will have yours. But when you reach here, you do a different one for the Vietnamese, because they trust theirs most. Then the TEFL certificate to show that you attended that course. And then what else? I think that is the most important one: a degree, a valid passport that is over 6 months at least, and then TESOL certificate. And then for you that are not native speakers of English, you must do the C1 certification. You should have the C1 certificate, and you can do it using the British Council app. Just download the app on the Play Store or the App Store on your Android, and you do that course. Now, the other question that I really want to answer is about the salary. That is something that people really want to know. Now, about the payment, it depends on your experience, just like I told you last time, and also depends on the region, and also it depends on your English abilities. For example, if you're a native speaker of English, you have higher chances of getting higher salaries or higher pay as compared to a non-native English speaker. And then also it depends on where you're working. If you're working in Hanoi or the urban areas, you'll be paid higher than a person that is working in provinces far, like in the central Vietnam, like the provinces that are smaller. And also, sometimes, okay, this is something that is kind of something that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but also depends on what they are offering you. If they're giving you a full package, like they're giving you free work permit, they're doing your TRC, and you're working on your documents and everything, they're giving you a full house package, they're giving you motorbike, free gas and everything, providing everything to you, they might cut your wages. Like if it was supposed to be $15, they can give you 12 per hour or something like that. Yeah. And what else? What other question should I answer? The expenses. How expensive is Vietnam? I think Vietnam is not. Living in Vietnam is not expensive. It's average. It's like it's sometimes even 3 times cheaper than most of the countries. So it's average. It's not expensive. You can afford living in Vietnam if you have a job. The gas is not expensive, food is not expensive, electricity is not such expensive, the internet is not so expensive. So then it's really not costly living here in Vietnam. Now, this is a question that a lot of people really want me to talk about, and it's about Africans and most non-natives, but mostly blacks. They really want to know how is it like being black in Vietnam. And I think just like most of the Asian countries, there is sensitivity in Vietnam, but I can't compare it to other countries that I've been to around Asia. You find people that are highly sensitive, you find racist, yes, you get them. You find people that don't really like black people, but Vietnamese are brought up to be kind and I really don't know how to explain it, but they are reserved. Like sometimes even if someone doesn't like you, they really treat you well, and they try to understand you. So that gives us the opportunity to talk to people and to interact with them and to show them who we are, and they love us later. I haven't gotten any problem as a black person in Vietnam, like a very serious problem where people are not going to interact with you. If you watch my videos here, you see that I live with kids. They love me. I love them. There's no parent that is going to come and tell a kid that don't interact with this black guy. They really love it when we are interacting with their children, and when our children are laughing with us and talking to us and everything. So living as a black person in Vietnam, I don't think I would tell anyone that it's that bad. No, it isn't that bad. So I'll be answering more of your questions in the next video, because this video has been so long. I don't want to make it longer than this. But thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just put it in the comment section below. Just help me and watch the video to the end so that you don't comment the questions that I've already answered in this video. But I'll be answering more questions in the next video. My name is Sean Benefits. See you in the next one.